So with this problem, we've got an inductance of 5 ohms, a capacitance of 30 kiloohms. So we're actually, I've given you the reactances here rather than the capacitance values, and a per resistance of 40k. Yeah. Transform turns ratio of 150. So I is 1/50, which is 0.02. Yeah.
Yeah.
First thing we need to do is transfer these two impedances from this side over. Yeah. So we can take the resistance, we'll call it ZR, but we want to know ZR dash. That's equal to I squared times ZR. And here we're going to need to make sure that we keep the angle in mind, as the angles in mind, so we've got to use complex values. So it's 0.02 squared times 40,000 angle 0 degrees. Yeah. If you do 0.02 squared times 40,000, just check it, but you should get 16 ohms, and the angle will still be 0 degrees. Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone happy with that? Yeah.
Yep.
And then we want ZC dash, which is A squared times ZC, 0.02 squared times 30,000 angle minus 90 degrees for a capacitor. Yeah. And if you do that on your calculator, you should get 12 ohms angle minus 90 degrees stays the same.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you're all happy with that, yeah?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're back, Robbie.
Yeah, I kept when I was trying to rejoin it again, I kept saying there was an update to do, and I kept telling it to go away, and then it kept binning me back out, and then after I kept denying it and denying it, that then let me join again.
That's been saying that on mine all night too. I've been ignoring it all.
Yeah.
Right, so what we got now is a circuit. E.g., we've got this Z1 that is 5 ohm angle 90 degrees inductor. Yeah. Here is where the secondary terminals would be. Yeah. And then we've got ZR dash, which is equal to 16 ohms angle 0 degrees. And then down here,
Why didn't we do ZL dash?
no, because ZL is a primary side component, Ben.
Right.
Just go back to the previous
sorry, yes,
side.
sorry. Yeah,
That's already on that side. So if we label these, that would be ZL, that'd be ZC,
yeah,
this would be ZR, yeah. But it's only the ZC and ZR we're transferred across.
Yeah, that's fine.
So they're the ones that get the dash, yeah?
Yeah.
So we've got ZR dash 16 angle 0 and ZC dash, which is 12 ohms angle minus 90 degrees. Yeah. We got a current here, I2 dash, a current here, I1, and they're equal to each other. Yeah. So we can do exact. Go on.
So are we ZC dash? Are we representing that as a resistor because that we've now worked out the impedance, or could we draw that? As
I'll just draw it as you could draw it as a capacitor. It wouldn't matter.
Okay.
I had it as a capacitor on the other side, so you're right. Really, I probably should draw it as a capacitance.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okie doke.
So now we can do, like we did before, calculate the total impedance, or say the total impedance is ZL plus ZR dash plus ZC dash. What do we need to do to be able to add those complex impedances together?
We need to put them into rectangular form.
Yeah, so we can go ZL is equal to 0 plus 5J. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ZR is equal to 16 plus 0J.
Mm-hmm.
And ZC is equal to 12 minus, 0 minus 12J. You don't even need a calculator for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we bring them together. So we got none 16 and none is 16. And 5 minus 12 is minus 7J ohms. Yeah. We can convert that back to polar. In case we need it. We could need it in either form, depending on what else we're going to do with it. Convert it back to polar. Just check it, but I get 17.5 ohms angle minus 23.6 degrees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone happy and see where that all come from? Yeah. Ben?
Yeah, I'm just quickly writing it all down.
Right. So now we know that impedance, the total impedance of that circuit, which is the impedance seen by the overall impedance seen by the generator. We can calculate I1, which is also equal to I2 dash. Yep. Because they both, as a series circuit, it's just one current. And that is EG over ZT. Generator voltage, what did we say that was? I've got 80 volts here from somewhere. Can I specify that up front? Yeah, 80 volts.
Sorry.
80.
80.
80. Angle 0.
Doesn't sound. I don't think it says it over here, does it?
It says it against the underneath the circuit diagram in the original question. It's not on this page. It's on that page. Yeah.
Where? I can't.
Oh no, I ain't. $80 volts. That's what I got in my worked example anyway, so we're going to stick with it now. make that a bit neater. 80 angle 0 divided by 17.5 angle minus 23.6. So it's 80 over 17.5, 4.57 amps I got. Angle 23.6 degrees. Please feel free to check that.
Yep. Looks okay to me.
Right. So I'm going to go on another page because I'll run out of room. We can also calculate the voltage across the resistor dash, which is I2 dash times R dash, which is 4.57 angle 23.6 times 16, isn't it? I've got 73.1 angle 23.6 degrees. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
BC dash, I2 dash, ZC dash, 4.57 angle 23.6 times 12 angle minus 90. And I get 54.8 volts. Angle 66.4. Must be minus 66.4. 23 minus 90. Yeah. Everybody happy with that?
That'd be, yeah, okay, no, I don't know. Yeah.
And then we can transfer them back, can't we? We know everything now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like we did in the last problem, how do I transfer how do I find out what the current is?
So for I2 prime or dash or whatever it was, you could do A times, no. Yeah, so that'd be I2 dash is equal to I2 over A. So
Yeah.
you could rearrange that to be
I2 dash times A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I2 dash was 4.57 angle minus 23.6. I'm going to multiply that by A, which is 5, isn't it?
Yep.
No, 0.02.
Oh yeah, yeah. So just the angle wouldn't change at this point, would it? That would just be the...
No, the angle will stay the same because the ratio's got no angle associated with it.
Yeah.
You need the angles in the calculation we done previously when you get the tool impedance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 91.4 milliamps.
Yeah.
Angle minus 23.6.
Mm-hmm.
No, that ain't minus 23.6, is it?
Plus.
Well,
It's plus 23.6.
would that be plus 23? Because you're adding 0, aren't you, effectively?
No, you don't change the angle. It should have been plus 23.6 in the first place. Go back to that previous slide. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then BR dash is equal to, sorry, ER is equal to ER dash over A. Yeah. ER dash is 73.1, angle 23.6. That's over 0.02 equals a lot of volts. 3,655.
Yep.
The angle's 23.6. And EC dash is equal to, oh sorry, EC is equal to EC dash for A, which is 54.8, angle 23.6 over 0.02. I ain't got the answer to that on my sheet. You have to do that one for me, Larry.
I've got 2740 volts. And an angle, obviously, minus 66.4.
Yeah, because I'll put the wrong angle down there. That should be.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realise you put 23. Yeah.
Angle minus 66.4 degrees. Minus 66.4 degrees in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've covered a fair bit of ground there tonight. I also sent you some questions, didn't I?
Yeah.
Let's just get them up. I'll just get them up and we'll have a quick look at them. Everybody got everything they want from the screen?
No, hang on 1 second. Yeah, done.
You all right now, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's the assignment. I just want to have a look at and make sure we covered everything that's in them. Right, is that what you can see now? Is that ideal transfer questions?
Yep.
Yeah. So, first question is a simple ideal transformer question. As is the second one, fairly. Again, ideal, number 3. Number 4 is the first foray into transfer and impedance. What impedance seen by the source? And then there's a couple of 3 questions on, maybe more on shifting impedances to find various values. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is when I put all this stuff up, and I plan to have a go at that tomorrow, try and catch up on that tomorrow, and maybe a little bit more on that. But anyway, I've got to try and catch up. I'll put the answers to work solutions to them up. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So have a go at them. You've got the answers there. So have a go, see how you get on, and let me know if you have trouble with any on them, and then we can put that in as a bit of a refresher after the Easter break anyway. All right.
Okay.
And we'll call it a day there tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I need to talk about the exams, don't I?
Yeah. Just one quick one before we do. What is the date we're back on? We got 2 weeks off now, haven't we?
Yeah. So you've got 2 weeks with no sessions. So our next session will be on the 23rd.
Okay.
If you had any questions regarding the assignment, would you be replying during the holiday period? I know you would be replying straight away, but would you?
Yeah, you'll definitely get an out of office reply.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll endeavour to reply to them, as long as I don't get too many. All right?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. I don't. There shouldn't be too many anyway, Ben. You should be okay with that, I would have thought. They're fairly decent things. There's plenty out there for you to find on them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll stop that share now. Examinations. The university have said that there will not be any more exams in the form of you guys going in a room with an invigilator and sitting and taking a paper, because of the way things are at the moment. I can't guarantee anything. We had me and Adrian and Omal, bearing in mind we had to think about foundation degree students as well as you guys. We had a meeting on Monday about it, and we thought that, I mean, much that I said to you last week, we've done half a module's teaching towards an examination. The dates are booked, and some of you have probably made arrangements at work to make sure you're available on those dates. So last thing we wanted to do was change any dates, so we haven't. But on discussion with the quality department and between ourselves, what we've decided is that it's got to be called a time constrained test, but it will be done online with either this system, the 40-minute cap removed, or something similar. Yeah, but closed book. So the exam paper on the night will be passed to you just before start, and we're talking about you connecting to this or a similar system, maybe with a phone, or we're thinking, first of all, do you have, is there anyone who's got facilities to print out the paper at short notice? So we send it to you 15 minutes before the exam and you can print paper. Who has those facilities?
I have, but it's not currently working. So I need to take a look at my printer at the minute, but I do have one. It's not functional.
Yeah. Okay, so as a printer maybe.
Mine's completely fine. I'm good for that.
Mine's a bit temperamental. It works when it wants to, sort of thing. I have it up on like a laptop screen. So if I connected,
yeah, well that's where we're going. You see, we're trying to do a bit of a kind of survey of everyone. Do you know where Lewis is on that, Ben, by any chance?
Yeah, I spoke. Well, Adrian talked to us last night about it, and he said that he doesn't have webcam on his laptop, so he would be able to connect with Zoom via phone. And then he said, I don't have a printer, so I think he said he'll just have it on his computer screen. Yeah,
because obviously there's no teaching to do. We're not going to be saying anything beyond you may now start, but we want to be able to see that you're working at your desk without books.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you be able to do that, Robbie and Warren?
Yeah. So do you say that was going to be closed book?
Yeah. So we'd send you the paper. People, because we've already got people without printers, we've said, well, they're going to want to use their laptop or large screen to be able to read the paper. Yeah.
Okay.
Therefore, use a phone to connect to this system, so you can set it away, and then you can look at your paper on your laptop.
Okay.
Is that feasible for you?
I think so. Is the time frame for the exam, is that still going to be the same 2 hours and the same amount of questions and same exam format?
We haven't made a final decision on that yet. Why do you think time was an issue?
Well, I wouldn't have thought so if it's the same exam, but it just depends.
The idea is that you'll take exactly the same paper with the same questions as you would have done if that was an exam. Remember, and officially, I can't call it an exam. I've got to call it a time constrained test.
Okay.
Yeah. Would that also include scanning it in and then emailing it to you?
No, you'll get the time designated, 2 hours.
Yep.
Or otherwise, depending on our decisions. 2 hours from the time I say you may now start to the time you have to finish. Scanning off, taking photographs of the script, and likewise will happen after that.
Right, okay, that's fine then.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was worried about.
We're thinking ASAP is after that. As soon as possible after that, you'll do a quick scan of each page, hopefully into a PDF. I think I've got an idea for an app that can do that with a phone.
Yeah, I've got one called Tiny Scanner, I think it's called.
Yeah, there's ideally what we don't want is like 10 separate pictures to put together. We want it in a whole document, I would think. But we got a few weeks. We got a few weeks to iron that out, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think I've got one on my phone and on my iPad that will allow you to photograph another page and another page and another page, and then at the end save it as one single PDF. I think so.
Right, okay.
Yep. If not, we'll have to take separate pictures. Whatever we have to do, these are exceptional circumstances, aren't they?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I thought it far more important that we keep the dates and keep everything as close to the same as possible, because most, like more than half of the teaching's been done towards that exam. Same with Adrian on Turbo, Yeah. So, are you all okay with that?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we'll look at starting up and setting up at least 15 minutes before the start.
Okay.
And we won't start until everybody's ready. That's for sure. So, although we advertise the exam starts at such and such a time, 6 o'clock, I think we normally do, we'll make sure everybody's ready before the 6 o'clock. Before I say right now you can start. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll get your 2 hours, whatever happens, and then nobody will get the paper till everybody's ready to receive it. We'll send it to all of you in one go. You'll start. You'll get your 2 hours. I'll sit here, watch it like a bored person, and then we'll scan the results back, and that'll be that over with. Not a pleasant experience, but I think that's the best of a bad job. We all felt in the end that open book would just skew the results too much, So we decided not to go with that. Yep.
Okay, so just to summarise, so it's going to be the same date.
Same date.
Closed book paper.
Closed book paper.
The time, format, and stuff like
exactly
that.
Exactly the same.
And then we'll have to possibly print out beforehand, which will start 15 minutes before.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to do it, I wouldn't be worrying about pissing about with a printer. I'd look at that paper on my laptop.
Yeah. See, I always like to have it printed off so I can underline stuff and draw on the question. But having it on a laptop's not the end of the world.
No. If what I could do is send you. I don't think there's a great deal on the formula sheet, but would you rather that was separate so you could, if you're going to display it on the screen, you can display that separately so you can always see it?
That would be better, yeah. Or at least I could have them side by side then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be better.
Well, if you're going to print it, it doesn't matter because you can print that page separately anyway.
Yeah, but
there's not a lot, in all honesty, for this exam, there's not a lot on the formula sheet anyway.
No.
There isn't a great deal. I mean, I'm not putting Ohm's law on there, for instance.
No, either
I'm
that.
not
Or,
putting.
yeah, I could always write it down at the start. Can I copy
Yeah.
it off the screen, write it down, and then have that on a separate sheet
Yeah.
next to me?
All right. So
Yes.
you're reasonably happy with doing the exams that way.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I wouldn't, well, not necessarily I'm concerned about is just making sure that I can get an amount of time whenever the exam is uninterrupted. But I would have thought that'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously it's
Oh,
nice.
what? At home, you mean?
Yeah, at home. Yeah, because I know
Yeah.
if I go in the dining room, which is where the table is that I could use. Now I've got a glass door. The dog will keep coming up and trying to get in all the time. So that might be a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Well, just before we started tonight, we got my son's dog at the moment, and he decided